Yo, what up, everybody? Tesla stock is at all-time highs, literally going parabolic as I write this, or as I'm going live. Got the Tesla Tequila here. We'll see if we need to pop it. It's like 11 something in the morning here. Like, I didn't wake up that long ago. I'm not even gonna lie, but I woke up to just crazy news. Tesla stock, just to show y'all what's going on right now, is going parabolic. Literally, as we are going live right now, it is popped over $1,000 per share, 1,026, up 12% on the day. This is a record all-time high for Tesla stock. I just wanted to say a huge shout out to everybody holding the stock. And who believed in this company, because I feel like everyone was hating on Tesla. They were the little guy who wasn't going to succeed. This has just been such an epic success story to be a part of. I'm so hyped. I'm holding all my Tesla shares except the ones I bought for my Model Y. So obviously I'm stoked. Not planning on selling. Just kind of processing this. I mean, to see Tesla hit $1 trillion, to put that in context, that makes it one of the largest companies in the entire world. That just, even more importantly than the milestone and how much the stock is up, that secures the success of the company. If Tesla stock's doing super well, the stock's super high, that's going to ensure the financial success and mean that the green revolution is here to stay. Electric vehicles are coming for the world. This is just such an epic grassroots moments for everyone who's been involved, because we all know that, like, Tesla stock was something that CNBC hated. They don't advertise, so all the media outlets were against them. Everyone was talking about how Tesla was going to fail. Nobody had started a successful automotive company 100 years in America. Nobody believed that electric cars were the future. Like, every single odd was stacked against Tesla, and they did it, and they changed the world. Now they're one of the largest companies that exists. And my favorite part about all of this is that it wasn't institutions and hedge funds and rich people getting richer that bought Tesla stock. It was the little guys like you subscribing to my channel and all of these many people. Dan, what up? Shout out. Thanks for the super chat. It was all of you guys who participated in spreading the good word about the stock, who helped the story. Like, literally, Tesla doesn't advertise. It was all word of mouth. Now they're one of the largest companies in the world, selling the best-selling car in the world, still with no advertising, and it only happens because of word of mouth. So when I think about the era of hyperchange, an inspiring grassroots movement that can literally just start because of the internet, because people believe something and want to see a change in the world, I think of the supporters of Tesla and the shareholders of Tesla. So that's why this is like such an epic moment. Like, the stock is up. I'll put a link in the description once I leave this, but I did a keynote about Tesla to $1 trillion about a year and a half ago in Austin. A bunch of you were there. And now Tesla stock has gone up 15 or 20x in that year. Tesla's hit $1 trillion. Secretly, I am working on another keynote. I don't want to give it away and spoil all of it, but it's going to be an epic, another keynote that I'm going to drop about Tesla in the next couple weeks to celebrate all of this. So definitely tune in to that if you haven't already. I'm just too excited. I'm all over the place here, but you can hear me, right? Okay, let's just go to the other news here. Look at this news. So Hertz tweets this. First of all, why is it taking so long for a company to do this? But Hertz buys 100,000 Teslas. That's right. This is a $4 billion order worth of Teslas. Hertz, and I don't know if you've been trying to rent a car. It's impossible to rent a car. They're too expensive. They're never EV. It's just kind of a bunk experience. Hertz, taking the leap forward. We need to reinvent our company. We're getting irrelevant. Let's make the first move to get this EV. If you look at the used prices for Teslas, if you try and rent a Tesla on Turo, they are so expensive. Everybody wants to rent a Tesla. I think Hertz crunched the numbers on this, and they say, and think about what this implies for Tesla's business model. If Hertz is willing to buy 100,000 Teslas with Tesla's profit margin embedded and still crunch the numbers, and there's some conservative bureaucratic company and says that they can make a profit on this, imagine how much money Tesla's going to make from a robo-taxi network, or from just not even an autonomous network, but just renting their cars out if they wanted. They don't even have to get into that business because Hertz is going to buy 100,000 and put up all the money up front and operate the network themselves. I mean, this is solidifying the so many different layers of the Tesla thesis that electric cars are better than gas cars, that the financial return of buying an electric car is better, that they're cheaper to operate, and that people want them more. Like, this is solidifying all of that. And then, yeah, they got Tom Brady. Like, this move must have been in the works forever. They literally had Tom Brady in the video talking about how, I don't know, he's the spokesperson. He says he chills in charge with Hertz, and he got plugged in. I didn't really get that, but the point is they dropped huge guap to get Tom Brady to do the thing too. Oh, that's right. They did no discount. Tesla doesn't give discounts. I guarantee you this is not like a hookup for Hertz. This is just them buying 100,000 cars. So fun fact. Let's see what Tesla stock's doing. if you remember back in 2017, the CEO of Uber, Travis Kalanick, said he would buy every single car that Tesla and Elon Musk could make when they came out with the Model 3, and Uber would buy all of them. And I think that just showed who has the cards in the situation. It's the company who sells the end product. The vertically integrated hardware manufacturer is where all of the value lies in this chain. And I think Tesla this is proven that once again, that and now every other auto rental company is going to be like, wait, you don't have Teslas? Like Hertz has all Teslas. Hertz immediately went to the bougie cool rental brand overnight. And so, I mean, all in all, Tesla just reported an insane quarter, $2 billion in profit, record growth, record deliveries, everything's firing on all cylinders. Elon gets off the conference call because they're growing up. And so you had all this momentum leading into this moment. And now we have this on top of it. The stock was kind of hitting its all-time highs, huge momentum. Now we have the largest EV order in all time of history to Tesla that comes out of the blue. So I think the market is just rightfully so, like freaking out about this and being like, oh my God, like, this is just too much to handle. And so, I don't know, it's like, can Tesla stock go up forever, right? Like, that's the question we're all asking. Like, Tesla stock, let's just play around with this a little bit to see how much Tesla stock is up. Let's see, in the past year. Okay, that's up from 400. Wow. Okay, I mean, look at this. So in 2020, wow, oh my God. I mean, this is crazy. So this is where the Tesla to a trill presentation was. I mean, this has been one of the greatest success stories of all time. But if you look at Tesla, let's pull up the max. There was a 5-year window here of it flatlining. And so nothing can go up forever. So I also want to kind of say that, like at some point, at some number, Tesla's overvalued. You got to remember that. I mean, there's lots of debates. In my deep down, I feel like Tesla is not, extremely undervalued. Let's put it like that. Like, I think Tesla, you're paying, the market's smart. You're paying a high premium because this is one of the best run businesses with one of the largest growth opportunities in the entire stock market. I'm going to pull up their financials here really quick just so we can see, put more of a fine number on that. Thanks for the super chat. This is proof that the super utilized vehicle have to be electric to operate. Yes. And that is an amazing point that I want to highlight is this Hertz deal. What it really symbolizes is that, okay, so look at all the taxis that you see in New York City. Like, I just went to New York City and saw all of these taxis. I'm going to have to bring up these pictures I took. But all of the taxis in New York City are going electric. And I think that's something that's not going to happen easily. Like, when you're a New York taxi driver, you're crunching all the numbers. You want to save every single penny. But check this out. And so this is a taxi that I saw in New York City, which is so epic. Like, everywhere in New York City, you are seeing the rideshare vehicles. Like, this is proving the status quo. Like, when you're an electric car, so I've had my model, I'm about to drop a video of my 10,000 miles year Model Y. I literally have done zero maintenance on my Model Y. Literally zero maintenance. And because I referred a bunch of homies to get it, shout out to all you, I have free supercharging miles. So I've never even paid to fill up my car. I've never paid for maintenance. Actually, wait, I did crack the windshield. So I did have to pay like $1,000 to fix the windshield, but my insurance probably would have fixed that. I was just too lazy to go through it. So you think about, and that could have happened on a gas car, but you think about the maintenance savings. The brakes wear out less because you're doing regenerative braking. There's way less parts. You don't have to do an oil change. The cost to refill up, even if you're charging at home, paying electricity is much cheaper than gas. But I had free supercharging, so I literally didn't even pay for gas. If you work somewhere, they might have a free EV charging at work. So all of this is, look at this. I love this one. Look at this Revel. This bright blue Model Ys. This is another company that's an independent startup that, just like Hertz, bought a fleet of 100 Model Ys because they were cheaper to operate and making so much money on them. So what my point is here is people are making so much money on their Teslas. You could argue that Tesla, despite making $2 billion last quarter and $14 billion in revenue, is undercharging for all of their products. That's why we're seeing Hertz be like, we'll buy 100,000 of them and figure out how to make even more money than the $4 billion we just spent on them, because that's how good of a product this is. So that is, I think that's why this news is so big. It's not about the 100,000 cars. It's not about the $4 billion. It's about the signal that this is sending, that the math has been done. It's game over. It's checkmate. Electric vehicles have won. They are the future. Tesla's the only company that's selling an affordable, long-range electric car at scale. This is the only game in town. They have a decade left of growth. They got to replace 2 billion cars on the road and electrify all of them. This is a massive multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. Forget about FSD beta. Forget about autonomy. None of that even matters yet. Hertz isn't counting on that, and they just spent $4 billion. So that's just to put all this in context. I mean, super chat, David, thank you so much. I feel like I'm investing with friends. No, I gotta say that too. Like, the Tesla community has been such a vibe. Like, everyone in the Tesla community has been so positive, been investing in the future they believe in. The amount of people who bought Tesla stock and just were like, I don't care if I want to be a part of this revolution. Like, yeah, I hope I make money in this, but like, even if we don't, like, I just want to see Elon and the company succeed. That why behind the company that Tesla has was such an intangible asset that you can't put on a spreadsheet. That was, the Tesla community spreading the word about it, telling their friends, debunking the Wall Street Journal articles at dinner conversations to make sure your homies didn't get sucked into the FUD. I mean, the amount of grassroots community that pushed Tesla forward. Sorry, the super chat just got me on that. Like, I just think this is I would have never seen this coming. Like, in the history of following Tesla stock, it was so difficult. This is making cars is such a low margin business. So to see, and this is a great case study of like, when things work, they work better than you expect. When they fail faster than you expect. KR, thanks to super chat. But like, Tesla, it's working so much better than you expect. It's even more profitable. Like, they're disrupting even more than we thought. And I don't know. This is crazy. Let's pull up the Tesla stock again. See if we're still over 1,000 here. Wow. I mean, the stock is chilling over $1,000 a share. I mean, this is, I don't even know. I never would have thought we would have seen this level, like, at this soon. And I think when you think about where do you want to keep your money? This is a big reason why I'm not selling Tesla stock. Tesla to 10 trill. That might be the secret name of my new presentation that I'm dropping. So yeah, anyway, I'm working on that. It's going to be a PowerPoint. It's going to be, because we have the Tesla to a trill. That lays out Tesla to $1 trillion. And I mean, it's funny because I still think, here's the debate. Like, will Tesla sell the Robotaxi Model 2 car? That's what I always thought. Tesla, the car that, the best-selling Tesla that takes Tesla to $1 trillion is the car that they won't even acknowledge exists yet, and that's the $25,000 Model 2. And so now my question is, or not Model 2, but this $25,000 mass market Tesla, which I'm even thinking could just be called the Robotaxi. It's basically like what Hertz bought from Tesla, except it's just cheaper. Or does Tesla literally not even need to make another vehicle? Do they just start rolling out autonomy on the Model 3, make the Model 3 and Y a little bit cheaper, and that is what it is? Will Hertz use Tesla insurance? I don't know. That's a good question. Do you have any questions that we should talk about here? I do think Tesla hitting $1 trillion in market cap, and I know that Google Finance is not saying it's at $1 trillion, saying it's 900 billion. But if you add in the dilution of Elon's stock package, we are well over $1 trillion in market cap. So my theory is that we will see many $5 trillion companies, a handful of $10 trillion companies in the next few years. Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Tesla. I think they will all be $10 trillion companies. So this is just a number. The dollar's getting printed more and more every day. Inflation's there. So I think you have to take that into account when being like, whoa, they're worth $1 trillion. I think that's one thing. And a lot of people don't understand, Tesla. Why is Tesla worth $1 trillion? That's unheard of for a car company. This is totally out of whack. Well, previously some of the most largest companies in the world, Exxon, Chevron, Saudi Aramco, if you look at where all the cash flow is going in the world, it's not just the car companies, but the energy companies who fuel those car companies. So if you think about Tesla, they are the energy company behind the car company as well, and they're the parts company. So you're looking at GM and Ford, you're just looking at the sticker at the front of the car. That's why the market cap of those companies is so cheap. You're looking at Tesla, and then they have Bosch, the parts supplier. Then they're buying oil from Saudi Aramco. Your GM's barely making any money. They're just getting you on the hook to buy a bunch of oil from, Exxon and Chevron and Saudi Aramco. So those companies actually have the trillions of dollars of market cap. So Tesla has taken the parts companies, the automotive brand companies, and the oil companies and squeeze them into one company. And that's why when you look through the lens of what Tesla is, it's an entire flywheel of the way we produce, store, and consume energy. And that's a much bigger trifecta in market than any automotive company has ever tackled ever. So that's why this is getting into a new echelon category of market cap. This is a new technology company that's focused on the way that humans consume energy. And so all of that is why Tesla, to me, is a multi-trillion-dollar story in the making, not just a car company. And so I think that's something super important to consider that I'm always remembering is like, there's a lot more to this story. But at some point, Tesla's going to be overvalued. I do think it's worth saying that. Okay. I can get the real fully diluted market cap if we want, but I feel like it might not be worth it. Split the stock. Who else is popping their Tesla tequila tonight? Obviously, I've already been drinking this with my friends, but who else is taking a sip of the Tesla tequila? I mean, I feel like there's going to be a world record in Tesla tequila bottles popped. First of all, I want to give a little bit of history of the Tesla tequila because this is a product. Okay, so Tesla, look at this. This is such a sexy, beautiful bottle. Okay, so Tesla says, we're going to come out with Tesla tequila when we squeeze the shorts. So there's all these shorts betting against Tesla, and Elon Musk says we're going to come out with the Tesla tequila. Nobody believes him. Secretly behind the scenes has a taste test of all these artisanal tequilas, finds this incredible one, partners with Nosotros. Shout out to Nosotros and Carlos. They're amazing tequila, doing it the old-fashioned way, super artisanal. They make this limited edition tequila aged in French oak barrels to just commemorate Tesla stock. And it's like, look at this hand-blown glass bottle. Like, is this not the swaggest thing you've ever seen? So this is the fact that Tesla put this out. Who has more fun? Who's having more fun than Tesla and Elon Musk? Nobody, right? They literally dropped the Tesla tequila, and now I think this is like, there's never been a better day for people to sip their Tesla tequila, because I think we just got to celebrate. And it's funny because I doubt you'll see many stories in the headlines about how, Tesla stocks made all these people a bunch of money, how the green revolution's here, how they're changing the world for the better. Like, none of those stories will get written still, which I think is funny. So that's why we keep celebrating and keep being, loud about this green revolution that's happening, because I think otherwise nobody else will. So, okay, any questions here? Tesla stock, Cybertruck, 4680s. I mean, what do we think Tesla stock closes at today? This is wild. I mean, the amount of momentum now, I feel like is going crazy. This is going crazy. Oh, whoops, let me read your chats here. Celebrating, y'all are celebrating. No way, the former CEO of Ford is the CEO of Hertz. If that's actually true, that's wild. Yeah, I mean, it's almost surprising that Tesla let this order go through, because Tesla's had so much trouble even like building cars. Like, their company's biggest problem is they have too many people that want their cars. And if you listen to the last conference call, that's what the company was saying as well. Like, the CFO, Zach Kirkhorn, was like, we literally have too many people. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit of like repeat for some of y'all, but I just think this is so like, we got to discuss it. We got to discuss it. The Tesla bot. I got to discuss the Tesla bot. The Tesla bot, this is going to change everything. And this is why, we got a dose of sobriety and just like, okay, what's good here? Tesla's worth $1 trillion. They only are at, $14 billion in revenue, $2 billion in profits a quarter, $8 billion in profit annual run rate, $3 billion operating cash flow annual run rate. That's what, 90 times operating cash flow, 130 times operating income. Is this a fair valuation? Are we totally crazy? Is this, do we have 5 years of backfilling into the valuation where the stock stays flat after this run for the fundamentals to catch up to this? Maybe. So I think it's super important to think about the biggest X factor about Tesla stock, and this is something you can carry to every stock, is first of all, leadership. Elon Musk. He's the greatest inventor alive. So when you buy Tesla stock, and most of his net worth is in Tesla and SpaceX, and he wants to fund money into Mars to go to SpaceX. Why is this important to understand if you own Tesla stock? Because he is an incredible inventor who's incentivized to keep new inventions coming under Tesla, to keep new products going. What are something that Wall Street can't put in their spreadsheet? What's something that you can't even fathom to put numbers behind, that is going to add new value to your stock? This is why Wall Street has had such a hard time quantifying Tesla stock. The Model 3 didn't exist. The Model Y wasn't announced. The Cybertruck wasn't a thing. They didn't get what they were doing with energy. So how do you put these things into a spreadsheet that don't exist? And so this is why investing in leaders like Elon Musk is so special. And the Tesla bot, to me, represents the next wave of that. If you're buying Tesla at $1 trillion and you want upside on this company, there's no doubt a lot of the electric vehicle business is priced in, but this call option on the greatest inventor alive that never expires, which is owning the equity of Tesla stock, is where your alpha is going to be. It's going to be in products like the Tesla bot that get executed and can bring massive new $1 trillion opportunities to this company, which get your upside going. And so to me, Tesla bot is not a joke. You think the Tesla bot was a joke. You're like, oh, Elon Musk and Tesla come out with this Tesla bot. This isn't actually going to be a thing. Everyone's laughing at it in the media. First of all, Tesla's recruiting the world's best AI engineers because of this presentation already. They've already increase the value of your fundamental equity as a Tesla shareholder, because the company is just a group of people. If they're already hiring smarter people than they were, they're already attracting better AI talent, you're already in the green. But guess what? It is about the engineering talent they got with it, but it's about the end product. This is not a joke. Like the Tesla bot, as much as you think it's funny and ridiculous, they are gonna actually launch this. Like in a year or two, it might take till 2023, a year late on their prototype. We are gonna see a Tesla bot. It's gonna be working in the Tesla factory along with humans to make shit happen. So, and you have Elon Musk, once again, that leadership X factor, his pace of urgency, his pace of pushing stuff forward and just constantly changing the status quo, like that is what's going to drive the Tesla bot. He's going to manifest it into existence. And so this to me is the next $1 trillion of Tesla stock. It's the Tesla bot. This is why it's so important. And if I was Tesla's still my biggest position. And I would say I would be tempted more to take some off the table if there was no Tesla bot. But the fact that there's a Tesla bot gives me this deep down FOMO of like, dude, the Tesla bot hasn't even come out yet and you're about to sell Tesla stock. Huge miss. Huge miss. They already have their cars, which are semi-sentient robots, and now they're going to have the Tesla bot. And so I think as we look towards the trillion today onto the 10 trillion, what takes us to a couple trillion, maybe that's cars and energy, but what takes us to 10 trillion and beyond, it's Tesla robotics, it's Tesla AI, it's Tesla automation. And so I think that's so important to consider. And if you have any scheme, please, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee, leave me some moonshots in the comments about the Tesla bot, and then Oh, okay, so Tesla will build VTOL. So I'm always bugging Elon Musk about electric planes, right? And so I think the electric plane, he seemed more down to do it when he got asked about at the shareholder meeting than recently. So I wonder if Elon Musk is still considering the electric plane, but that's, when you think about, I love this phrase, like the atomic unit of Tesla, what's the backbone of their technology that can be iterated to different product lines? It's the battery, it's that 4680 battery cell, right? You already know I'm nerding out on it. So this battery cell is the game changer right here, because this is just a replica. SpaceX or Tesla merging, I think they're going to stay separate for now. But eventually I could see Tesla and SpaceX merging in a great IPO of the X company, which is the world's largest company, at like $50 trillion, and it's Tesla and SpaceX and Neuralink and Boring all in one. I could totally see that happening. I think Elon secretly wants, not even secretly, but he wants to do that. It's just hard to finesse it. But so this battery, this 4680 cell right here, let's see if I can get it to focus. Yep. This is the secret. So this is what will enable Tesla to launch electric airplanes, to electric boats, to do the $25,000 car. This is the Cybertruck. This is the Tesla van. This is everything. This is the atomic unit of Tesla. So this ramping, this being successful, which has already been proven. Tesla's already making dominant. Hertz ordered 100,000 of the old cars. They don't even have this in it yet, and Hertz already wants 100,000 of them. So wait until Tesla gets this battery into all of their cars. So I think there's so much here to be looking forward to if you are a Tesla shareholder, because we have not even proliferated the 4680 battery cell or the self-driving technology. Those two things unfold. And, you look at a company like Netflix or Amazon, or a lot of these high growth companies will have 100 PE, 1% cash flow yield. That's what Tesla has. Essentially, for every $100 of Tesla stock you buy, they're making $1 a year in profit. Maybe that's growing pretty rapidly. First of all, your 10-year bond is not getting you anywhere. So I think that's super cheap. And I think the 1% yield, you may be like, well, that's way slower than inflation. I think it's a 1% hedged with inflation, because this is why another reason why I hold all of my Tesla stocks to my biggest position. I would never own anything else like dollars instead of my Tesla stock, because no matter what currency we use, whether it's Bitcoin or Dogecoin or USD, or we go back to trading tuna and furs or berries, I don't know, no matter what it is, clean energy technology will have such a value. It's so practical, giving you turning sunlight into energy that can then get you around your city autonomously in a car that's fun with your cool music and your warm seats, like that's a value. That's tangible value. You know, I love NFTs, but NFTs ain't got that. Like NFTs are art. This is fun. Tesla's utility, its practicality, it's so much value to humans that I think no matter what the currency is of the future, Tesla stock has value. And so to me, Tesla stock is a hedge against inflation because and I think people are realizing this, like you want to own technologies that get more relevant over time. And so I see Tesla as a bucket of 12 startups that are building, not only is the technology they're building getting better, but the value of that technology is kind of defensible against any inflation because we need energy. I think humanity's demand for energy grows dramatically with cryptocurrencies, with all the new technologies and things we come up with. We're just going to need more energy and we're going to expand to new planets. I'm pretty sure Elon said he wants to put a Tesla factory on Mars. Like, I don't think that's a joke. So, we're going to be looking back today being like, wow, Tesla, the Earth. Remember when Tesla was only on Earth and they only thought Tesla was going to take over Earth? Like, that's why all the analysts thought it was overvalued, you know? Okay, what do we need to check Tesla stock again? Am I getting boring yet? Or should we keep this going? Like, how are y'all feeling? Anybody else popping their Tesla tequila? I mean, first of all, it's crazy to think that some people, like we live in this little Tesla world. Well, not everybody's buying Teslas. Hertz is going to make a lot more people buy Teslas. Like that's for sure, right? Like the amount of new customers who are going to try a Tesla, all of that is going to rise, like, I don't want to say exponentially, but it's just the green revolution. To me, it really cements the green revolution. So Tesla's in an ETF by itself. Drink the whole bottle. 1 decade at a time. What else should we think about Tesla? I'm gonna switch this and then I'm gonna pull something up. Okay, my computer's running out of battery. I'm about to run and get my charger and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all about my favorite thing we haven't mentioned about Tesla stock, and then Tesla starts to slide with Galley offline. That's clowning. And then I'm gonna answer the question you don't even want the answer to, which is what price would I sell Tesla stock at today? Right? Nobody wants to say that, but we gotta have that convo, right? Okay. I'm pulling something up here. I'm pulling this up. If you can guess it. Okay. The Tesla Megapack. This is another $1 trillion scheme we got to discuss. Talk about Tesla energy. Super chat from Taisto. Oh my God, we're scheming. We're on the same rate. Dude, do you also have Neuralink? Okay, so Tesla, this is, to me, it looks like the most boring. It's like Gavin Belsom in Silicon Valley. He's like, the box. It's just the box, right? It looks boring. It's totally BS. No, this is the sexiest part of Tesla's business. At least one, actually, no, I can't say that. There's too many cool parts of Tesla's business, but this is one of them. Tesla just announced the Megapack factory. Tesla's about to expand Megapack production by 10x. This was the shareholder letter that I thought was a game changer. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, this is the game changer. Look at this. Tesla's expanding production capacity by 10x. By 10x, they are going to grow the capacity and that's just getting started. That is totally just getting started, but that is to expand the capacity of this. The Megapack, massive energy storage. The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity. If we have more electric cars charging on the grid, we need more ways to charge them. They need to be able to build massive batteries to stabilize the grid, to have this is the missing secret sauce of renewable energy. The sun doesn't shine all day. You need to store that energy. That's a problem, but it's also an opportunity for another $1 trillion business. So this is what you got to remember. The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity. When we take a step back and think about how Tesla changed the world and built this amazing company, you want to build the next Tesla, start thinking about the biggest problem facing the world that you could possibly fathom. That is the largest company waiting to get created. This is what drew me to Tesla so much from the beginning. What's the thing that kept me up at night when I was like, I don't know, just like growing up, like how are we all gonna die? Climate change, like crazy weather. Like to me, it's so much bigger than like CO2 emissions. It's just going outside and like hearing the fossil fuels burning, smelling gas from cars, just this idea that we don't care about the natural environment and we're just continually ruining it. And just, I don't know, like it just, I felt hopeless in my life. Like, and I was like, oh my God, like there's this massive problem. Nobody cares. Nobody's fixing it. The trajectory of humanity is not changing. This is depressing. Until Tesla came along and said, we have a business model. Here's our plan. We're going to start with the Roadster. Then we're going to start with this. Then we're going to start with that. Then we're going to change everything. Like Tesla actually gave me hope to fixing this and came with such a big problem. And so now you see this and say, it's obvious that Tesla did all this. It was so unobvious. Look at this blog by Elon Musk, The Secret Tesla Motors Master Plan, written in 2006. Written in 2006 by your boy Elon Musk, hitting the blog. Putting the work in on the blog to talk about how he is going to come out with an electric car that is going to change the world. And then they're going to come out with a four-door car and batteries that are not toxic to the environment. Power plant emissions, the long tailpipe. I mean, look at this. He crunches all the numbers. This is Elon Musk in 2006. Talking about the efficiency of the Tesla Roadster, which they've only approved the efficiency of. And that's assuming it's with natural gas, not solar. Becoming energy positive, Solar City. So in short, the master plan, build sports car, use that money to build an affordable car, use that money to build an even more affordable car. While doing so, provide zero emission electric power. Like this seems so bold, so ambitious, so ridiculous, so simple at the same time. And yet Elon Musk lays it out for you. And so, I just think this is insane. And now we can go to, this is the part 2 that he wrote 10 years later. What is Elon's master plan part 3? That's going to be a mind blower. I mean, it's just like, who even knows what he's scheming up? Tesla bots, VTOL jets, electric cargo ships, UFOs. Who knows what his next scheme is, right? So, okay. No kidding. This has literally been on our website for 10 years, like, right? And so then he talks about the new master plan part 2. Let's recap here just so we can be on the same page. Create stunning solar roofs with seamlessly integrated battery storage. Expand the electrical vehicle product lineup to address all major segments. So this is the important thing. How many cars are sold a year? I know how many it is, but I want to Google it just so we can really show you, character sliding on the floor on it is need savings. Go! Oh, Avi car. I was like a soccer thing. I didn't get it. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to find like a good stat for you. Okay, worldwide car sales. Let's see what Statista's saying about this, right? Allow that, I guess. 71 million. This is just cars. So there's about 100 million cars sold a year. Kevin C., thanks a million or two. Yo, I gotta be honest, the amount of like comments I get from these people who are like, dude, I made $1 million. Like, I'm a millionaire. My life changed. Like, I bought a Tesla. I bought my house. Like, oh my, like these stories make me so happy. Like the fact that anyone could invest in Tesla. I always say like the limit of your potential, like your imagination or your hustle is the limit of your potential, right? So I don't know, maybe I'm not saying it right, but the internet has democratized information. Like Warren Buffett is a dinosaur compared to getting SEC filings, doing it in the mail. The amount of information that's on the internet, the alpha is staring you in the face. It's your hustle that's dictating whether you can find it or not. So the fact that Tesla was this democratization of the internet, putting information out there, Wall Street being too slow, the little guy leveraging this once in a maybe century opportunity to have an information edge over the status quo, being able to move faster, being able to buy the same equity and actually capitalizing on it. Like they're going to look back on Tesla and be like it's going to take them decades to be like, well, we actually looked into the numbers, and unlike every other company, the people that made money on Tesla were all these little tiny investors who, nobody saw coming. It was actually created more millionaires than anything ever except Bitcoin, and actually probably more than Bitcoin, and it changed the world, and it was such a like, this is all going to come out. But if you're the dude who's just commenting me, it's like, thanks for the million, that was you. Who was that guy? So it's like, I don't know, it's crazy. I can't like just. Obviously I'm like being OD about it, but I really think this is a special moment in history, in financial history, that I would have never seen coming, that I would have never thought would have happened, but that now that I'm seeing it happen and that we're all a part of it is so inspiring. Like, this just makes me so, like, there's a lot of reasons to get not hyped on the future. There's a lot of reasons to be like depressed about stuff, and that the world's not going to change and hyper change in the way we need it to solve a lot of our problems. But when I think about Tesla, I'm like, nah, like, this actually gives me hope that the world can change, that people can rally behind a good cause, that they're smart enough to follow science and follow a physics first principles strategy to how we solve things like climate change, and to figure out how to package that in the form of a company that's going to bring that change the fastest to the world. Like, this actually gives me hope that all of that can be a thing that will happen. And so when I don't know, this, it gives me, I'm also like, who's the next Elon? Like, we need somebody like, dude, like, Elon is dope, but like, is there, man, like, we need more Elons. That's my biggest hope from all of this, is that Tesla inspires oh my God, this isn't even plugged in. Can you hear me? Uh-oh, I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry, my mic's not even, I got so excited. You've just been hearing me on my laptop mic. Is that bad? Uh-oh. All right, wait. The audio is about to get a major crisp up. Uh-oh. Okay, can you hear me now? I'm sorry. I got so hyped, my mic hasn't even been plugged in. Okay, now we got the good mic going. We're rolling. Okay. I mean, that's just the vibe. None of you even commented that my audio was whack. That's how good we're going. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, man, what was I ranting about? Oh, we need more Elons. So I think we need more Elons. That's the bottom line. Because, yeah. And I hope Elon Musk's, the biggest takeaway from Tesla is that you can change an industry this big, that the impossible, just because they say it's impossible, isn't impossible, that, people will rally around you for change. The world, even though you put out no advertising, like, karma has your back. Like, I think Elon went on such a limb to build Tesla and put it out there and do all this stuff, and had so much faith in the world. Like, you couldn't be more optimistic than Elon, being like, I'm gonna do all this, I'm putting no marketing, and like, the world's gonna get it. Like, I'm manifesting this, and the world's gonna be there when I build this product. It's like, if you build it, they will come, right? Like the Field of Dreams or whatever. Like, I think Tesla was such a Field of Dreams moment. Okay, I've been getting super sidetracked, but okay, there's like 71 million cars sold a year. So Tesla's only selling 1 million cars a year. They want to hit 20 million, but it's 20 million with autonomy. I don't know, man. I've said this so many times. This is boring. But they ramp up 20x in their vehicle production. Adam, what up? Hypergalia. Yeah, thanks for the super chat. Yo, y'all are amazing. Who's drinking their Tesla tequila now? I haven't been seeing enough in the comments about the Tesla tequila. Old Mike was better. It was clearer before. Louder. Am I louder now? Oh my God, unreal. My audio was better before. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, I'm doing my best here. Wait, is this plugged in? Oh no, this isn't plugged. Oh no, this is plugged in. Yeah, we're good. You can hear me, right? Okay. Whoa. Okay, let's check what Tesla stock's doing. Okay. I think I might have to stay live all the way until the close. Nah. Yo, thanks for the super chat. I do think the food system, I'm drinking cold brew right now because I just woke up, and I don't know. I'm thinking I may take a swig of Tesla tequila live if you all promise that, if you guys all take Tesla are y'all gonna drink Tesla tequila with me? Like, right? Tesla stock booming. Okay, I got off my rant. I was breaking down all of the theoretical ways Tesla stock could be worth more than $1 trillion, how the game changes, right? So we got to keep this rant going. So master plan, here we go. Oh, that's why I was saying that. Master plan. So every car is electric. All major segments. This is the thing right here, all major segments. So when you think about a company, it's so much more than the products they have today. So Elon says Tesla's the most exciting product in the pipeline. Okay, yep. I'm going to pull up something dope for y'all. This is going to be swag. This is going to be swag. Where's our boy? Okay, yep. So this is a guy called Alwyn Art on Twitter. You gotta follow him. He makes like basically concept designs for Tesla products. And I know he has one of a Tesla product. So look at this. I love this concept. This is the cyber van. So this is this isn't nothing to do with Tesla. Rendered from a guy called Alwyn Art. I'll put his stuff in the, you can see his name right there, but I'll put his stuff in the link. So this is my favorite thing to do about Tesla is imagine we know what they have, but what will they come out with next? What is the next thing on Elon's brain that he won't tell us about that Tesla will build? So my throat's going on. I got to take a sip. So the cyber van, I think this could be potentially one of the most exciting things that Tesla ever builds. And yeah, I just think this could be an absolute game changer because when you think about like deliveries, when you think about ride sharing, basically Uber XL on steroids, like I think there'll be kind of a hybrid of really small vehicles, but then bigger vehicles for like much bigger use cases. This will be a shuttle type product. Like we have to think outside the box about different, we've seen, he's gonna make a camper version too. Imagine like a throwback VW bus. That's like a bus you can live in. That's a camper van of this size. That's a Tesla design too. Like there's so many products. When Elon and Tesla says they want to electrify all major segments, Yo, are we back? Yo, are we back? I think the Illuminati tried to stop my stream. If we're back and you can hear me, yo, it crashed. Yo, I swear. Oh my God. Did I lose y'all? Are we back? Look, I literally just ran into the other room to get my phone to try and do a phone live stream because my internet crashed, which is called Starlink. Oh, did I freeze? I'm back. Don't worry. Oh my. Yo, that's crazy. The Illuminati really tried to stop the stream. Okay. So you can hear me. We're back. Y'all stayed with me. This is crazy. Okay. That was wild, bro. The Illuminati is trying to stop us because Tesla stock is literally broke the internet. We broke the internet, y'all. Congrats. Okay, that was awesome. Okay, we back. Yo, did you all sip your Tesla tequila during that break? That commercial break brought to you by the Illuminati trying to stop the Tesla celebration. We're back. I'm scheming 1,000,000 miles an hour. We got to keep the schemes going, right? Like I didn't stop the schemes. Okay. Megapack. So this is the new reason that Tesla, I think is gonna shake the game up. What? You need to, the super chat about I need to disengage. I'm sacrificing my rims for FSD. It's okay. But the Megapack, I think this is a game changer. So just when I think of Tesla Energy, this to me is the stealthy giant that Tesla's building right now. Like FSD, it's gonna, I'm gonna get some heat from saying this, but I think FSD is still not 100% in the bag because it's not 100% in the bag. Like we don't have a regulatory approved FSD that they're scaling. Megapack to me is 100% in the bag. A Tesla RV while you sleep. That's a crazy concept. I actually know, like, I had this crazy scheme call with this person who was talking about the hotel industry and how the hotel industry is rattled because they're like, holy shit, like, nobody's going to stop in these roadside hotels because they're just going to be sleeping in their Teslas. This is actually, okay, this is hitting on, you're going to think this, if you don't have a Tesla, you're going to think this is the dumbest thing ever. But my favorite, the most underrated thing about my Tesla, the favorite feature I have, the way it's blown my mind and the way I wouldn't expect is that sleeping in your Tesla. It is a bougie Airbnb wherever I go. So I have a dream case. Shout out to dream case. Oh, it's in the other room. But it's basically this bed. So I lie all my seats flat. This is how Tesla's designed beautifully. It turns, my Model Y turns flat, beautiful glass roof. I type camp mode on the screen. I have perfect temperature control. I have my nice clean sheets. It smells like clean laundry. I am in the nicest, bougiest Airbnb you could possibly have in my Tesla. And so this to me, and it works in the Model Y, but you think about Cybertruck, you think about how big the hotel industry is, you think about the apps of watching Netflix while you go to sleep. Like this to me is everything. So I'm going to show you, this is the company that I like, Dreamcase. They sent me one. It's basically this bed in the back of your Tesla. And so I don't know, this seems nerdy and lame, but I think, and they have camp mode. Your Tesla just starts camping for you, gets the little fire pit on. Like I think this is actually one of the most underrated features for your Tesla. So what you just said in the chat about having an RV that just your Tesla, while it's autonomous, you could sleep in the back of your Tesla while it drives you. Then you just show up, you're in SF. I show up, I'm in LA. Or I'm in Seattle, and then I show up and I'm in, SF in one night or something. Like this is gonna change how we travel. And you think about Tesla eating into road travel. Like I've stopped flying some places because I just drive there because my Tesla makes it so much easier and fun. It's on autopilot, and that's only gonna get easier and better. So I actually think Tesla, just like the Tesla semi-truck, is gonna eat into rail. It's gonna be competitive with rail. This is a game changer, right? Where is this? Hertz is the unofficial marketing department of Tesla. Oh, we got to get to that too. They talk about how the car is going to be cheaper than rail, which I think is insane. But I think even it's going to be cheaper than trains too. It's cheaper and more convenient and comfier than trains. Planes are horrible. You got to go through security. You got to go through all this. You're in a dirty plane seat. Like you got to Uber from the airport. So I actually think Tesla, an autonomous Tesla, maybe with the Boring Company loop system, and then you can sleep in it while it drives you, has a really huge potential for expanding the use cases of what a car is. So I don't know. That's just kind of an outside the box thing I don't think a lot of people think about when you do your Tesla. And the computer on wheels thing, like your car doesn't have camp mode. Like this is it seems like such a simple feature, but when you actually use camp mode, I'm just like, oh, I want to set my car to 66, low fan setting. It is just the coziest, perfectly temperature controlled little thing. And why is, okay, now this is just teeing me up for just the next scheme of the Tesla home, Tesla HVAC. So the incredible innovation of the Octavalve, I think is such a game changer, which is how the Tesla heats and cools itself. I think that's so epic. And so imagine if Tesla built this for the home. I think this is from my homie, 2-Bit Da Vinci made this like rendering, but you see this thing? So imagine if Tesla starts building the AC system that actually heats and cools your home. So you right next to your Tesla battery is this Tesla system that heats and cools your home with air. So this is, when we talk about another huge problem, is the way our homes require so much energy to heat and cool them. So if we can make them more efficient and we can, have smart heating and cooling, Tesla's engineers disrupt and reinvent this industry. So I think this is another angle and game changer. I'm trying to come up with, Tesla to 10 trill. What are the new business angles that really take us to the next level beyond this? Because that just seems like the most fun. Thanks to the super chat from Unknown Optimist. So solar roof plus HVAC, I think is a game changer. Let's see if there's any cooler pictures of it. Oh yeah, so this is the HVAC heater of the Model 3. Ooh, okay. You see this thing? What if Tesla makes a house like this thing? Like a cyber, I think that's the other big moonshot is, if Elon and Tesla are gonna have to make like Mars dwellings for us, why not make human dwellings? Like there's a cube. Okay. There's, if I can remember the name of it, there's a company that I want to say is called Jupe, which is started by like Tesla or SpaceX engineers that makes like this sort of really cheap home. Oh man, how am I not remembering the name of it? If you can know what I'm talking about in the chat, it's like this startup that is building like this new home started by Tesla engineers that is really cool. And so when I think about the next trillion, I think there's a huge opportunity there. The cyber house, essentially, cubes by Tesla that you can live in, that are like solar panels on them that heat and cool themselves super smartly, that have a battery so they're resilient. Like, to me, that's the future of housing. Like, you think about houses, you're like, oh, this is a Craftsman built in 1920. It's like, damn, like we probably come up with a lot of new stuff since 1920 to make this house better, right? So Tesla, once again, when you think about Tesla and the opportunity for, you know, solving problems for terrestrial humans, the ways we produce energy, produce energy, solar panels, store energy, batteries, consume energy, cars, homes, food. I don't know if Tesla will ever get into food, but I think food is the other biggest vertical. And Tesla will actually solve a lot of the emissions of the food industry because of transportation. You know, when you buy a salad and it's from California and you're in New York and they ship it on a reefer truck, which is a truck that's refrigerated all the way across the country, like that's so bad for the environment. And there's so many embedded emissions in food because we use fossil fuels to move food. So if we're moving food with everything that's solar powered, that'll reduce the emissions of the food industry. But I also think the way we grow food in the food system represents one of the biggest problems in humanity and therefore one of the biggest opportunities for new companies to disrupt that industry. And so Boxable. So there is the startup called Boxable that Elon Musk lives in, which is cool. Oh my God. Please pour me a shot. We are scheming so hard. Yo, what else should I be scheming on here? I feel like we've literally schemed on everything. Like, I'm honestly like, do I even need to make another video on Tesla till 2030? Because we're keeping them busy right now. We got, you know, the virtual power plant, the cyber van. We got, you know, the Model 2 robo-taxi, $25,000 Tesla. We got the cyber home. We got, you know, the FSD. Ooh, the Tesla App Store. So this is another game changer. The Tesla App Store, if, you know, so I think I love this concept. I wish I had my Snap spectacles. They're upstairs. But so what I use my phone for, right? This is why Apple is worth $2.5 trillion and the largest company in the world, because Apple controls this. How many $1 trillion companies are built on this? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You know, how much market cap is built on the back of the iPhone, that the iPhone is the platform getting a cut of? Why is Facebook building glasses? Why have they dabbled in trying to build a phone? Why is Snapchat building glasses? Because Apple's next thing is glasses. And this is the way that you interact with the metaverse. More and more of our attention as humans goes to the digital world, which you think is inevitable till you're like, wait, I actually want to get around places in my Tesla and go and try different avocado toasts because I'm a millennial. And so I actually need to go in the real verse and experience things. So there's the layer of how we interact with the digital world from the real world is the most valuable company in the world. It's Apple right now. And so when you think about what is so exciting about Tesla is they are the hardware product that owns your interaction with the digital world in so many different ways. When you search in Tesla and you're getting food on Tesla, you're not using Google Maps, you're not using Apple Maps, you're not doing it through your phone, you're doing it through the iPad or Tesla screen. So this is why Tesla's a computer on wheels. They're already, when you type in where to go on your thing, go into any other car. My homie had the Porsche Taycan. Guess what? It's a sexy looking car, but guess what he's using to navigate? His phone. The homie, shout out to Aiden, using his phone to navigate in the Porsche Taycan because they don't have a big screen. That works. That's seamless. If you're using your Rivian and you still have to use your phone to navigate, it's whack. So this is the thing. Tesla, you don't need the phone. You interact through them. So Tesla's already going through these edge cases, already slicing out the mind share of how we interact in the metaverse with Apple. They're already cutting out Apple's most valuable thing, which is the consumer experience into the metaverse. And so Tesla's already doing that. And I think that's incredible. Ooh, Tesla reforestationing. We got to get to that. I got to ping me on that again. But this is what I think about. Will Tesla launch? Okay, so here's another savage moonshot we didn't get to. Will Tesla launch some sort of AR smart glasses product? Because, okay, yes, that's right. This is where Tesla, Apple, Snapchat's going. Elon, bear with me because I know you're already beefing with this idea. But we need to train the Tesla bots. Just like we're driving to train the Tesla cars, like if I'm a barista and I want a Tesla bot myself, this is also a scheme that one of my subscribers sent me, layer 2 of this scheme, which is gonna blow your mind. So imagine if Tesla comes out with smart glasses that I then wear, because this is the Tesla bot. Why are we building a robot that looks like a human? Because the humans are already doing all this stuff. We've already evolved with a great form factor with hands and fingers to do all these tasks that we need automated. So let's build the humanoid form factor to automate those tasks. But how are we gonna train those tasks? Is it gonna be the cameras on the car? No, I don't think roads translate to your house. So how do we get the vision system to be trained on a house, to be trained on the tasks that we're trying to automate for the Tesla bot? We could come up with glasses that basically map and have cameras in them that map and train the Tesla vision of the in-house Tesla bot. So when my barista at the cafe is like, okay, let's automate their job of getting my cold brew, right? So they wear the Tesla glasses and the Tesla bot's like, oh, that's how you do it. That's how you scoop the ice there. And they start my barista wears the glasses that train themselves, that disrupt themselves. Why would they do that? Because you will get points. This is what my subscriber sent me. This is to me one of the most genius solutions of solving automation and the wealth transfer in the history of everything. So you will get a cut of the future earnings of that robot. So if I'm a barista, if I'm doing Amazon deliveries and I start delivering all these packages and I'm training the Tesla vision to make sure a Tesla bot can take my job, I should get a certain amount of tokens based on the amount that I contributed to that neural net training that I can get paid back for in the form of dividends once that robot takes over my job. So by training in the neural net, I'm incentivized to disrupt myself because I will have an equity stake in the tokenized robot who will be taking over my task. Is anyone keeping up with this? Are you buying our fancies NFTs? No, I'm not. Nice try to put the NFT shout out in the super chat though. I respect that. But okay. So this is in between Neuralink. This is before Neuralink. Maybe we don't need any of this because we need Neuralink, but then we have to wait until we get Neuralink to start training the Tesla bot. So maybe that's not the move. But I do think, I don't know, to me that's one of my craziest, just way out there moonshots that I've never heard anywhere mentioned from Tesla, but I think is just such a fascinating one, not because it's gonna happen or it's likely, but it's just because it makes you think outside the box about how do we train these Tesla bots? How do we incentivize people to train them? How do we not lose wealth when we train them? And I just think this is crazy. Alex, thanks for the super chat. And so I don't know, I love this vision. And if you're the guy who gave me this scheme and you're in the comments, let me know, because to me, this is, if I think Tesla launching glasses, I also love the idea of like Starlink launching a phone, okay, first of all, this is one of my theories. We are going straight back to the flip phone. Elon lives in a Boxable. Okay, I can get to Boxable in a minute, but everyone wants to go back to the retro phone. Like I want a little flip phone that I can't check Twitter on, that I don't have any apps on, that I can still do a couple texts and I can get the call if I need to. I'm connected if I need to be, but it's just not annoying and it's not a smartphone and it doesn't suck up my attention and life and just make me a phoneaholic, right? We're all phoneaholics. It's kind of a tragedy of our generation. So I think the dumb phone could make a resurgence. I think Tesla or SpaceX could be the dumb phone company. They could even call it the dumb phone. I think that would be hilarious. And even though Elon says he doesn't want to do that and phones are getting disrupted, but it's like, this is where Elon's a little too optimistic for me. It's like, bro, the Neuralink is going to take way too long for everyone to have one. I don't want to, is Apple going to pull off the smart glasses instead of our smartphone? I don't think so. Not without Steve Jobs. So, they're not going to pull off a big bet. Snapchat, Facebook, I mean, it could be a decade before we get something that's the new smartphone. So I think the move is to launch a dumb phone and Tesla to launch dumb glasses to help train these robots in between Neuralink. And so this is how Tesla, I don't know, it's also really crazy when you think about, I mean, I do kind of feel like we're living in a simulation and a Marvel movie, because you think about the three biggest companies in the future. You think about solving this energy problem and transportation problem of Tesla and the energy in our lives and robotics with the humanoid robots. This is Westworld crazy, Elon. You think about going to space. That's the other big thing that I think, we're turning into Star Trek and Star Wars, Elon. And then this Neuralink, us becoming cyborgs, also Elon. Like the fact that it's all of these people, all of these companies that are building, to me, no one else is building okay, you got what's another big disruptor? Shopify. They're building an easier way to build an online website. It's like no companies are building cool, ambitious stuff anymore, except for Elon's companies. And so, and I think that is another reason why Tesla stock, you're seeing it's a call option on the greatest inventor of all time. So when you think about Tesla stock and you're like, oh my God, we're at 1,025 now, let's go. It's because this is the only company, the only publicly traded company that Elon Musk is running. And that's why I think every Elon Musk company, if you try and buy SpaceX stock, Neuralink stock, it is going to be priced so high, it's going to be impossible to get, because the world sees the writing on the wall. They know how special Elon is, and there's a massive Elon Musk premium, which I think is justified on every single one of his companies. So the boring phone. Ooh, I like that idea. That might be a more PC version of the thing. So yeah, I think this And the other good thing I like about Tesla versus not technology is like your Tesla allows you to go out there and do stuff. Like your Tesla gets you out in the real world. It gets me exploring, it gets me camping. It just is a reason to go out there and explore the world. And I feel like every other company that's building technology is a reason to like stay inside your house. And so I kind of like that a lot. Okay. Any questions here? I feel like I'm running out of schemes. I think I literally said every single one of my Tesla schemes in this live stream. That I possibly miss anything? Oh, the not a smartphone? That would be hilarious. I became a millionaire today, age 33. Adrian, props, bro. You should be drinking some Tesla tequila. I really wish governments would get more behind Tesla. That is one of my big beefs. It's like, I'm an American, right? And I love America and I love what it represents in theory, but it's just like, we have such an American success story in Tesla. Elon Musk, like immigrant, comes to the country, starts a company against all odds, is hiring 100,000 people with incredible things, is building wealth for all of you in the stock market, is changing the industry. Like I was just in Germany and Tesla's building a factory. Like, like it's hard to even quantify this. This is the home of the gasoline car. Ooh, reforestation, let's get to that. But the home of where Mercedes, BMW, Audi, they're all struggling. Tesla's going in there, an American company, building a factory on their soil, on their home turf to export all over Europe, beating them at their own game. Like, this is so epic. This is so inspiring. No matter what political party you are, like, you gotta wake up to the fact this is such amazing news. Like America's back, and it's because of Tesla. It's because of SpaceX. Like, this is the only cool shit we have anymore besides culture that we're exporting. Like, now we're exporting technology. And so, I don't know, that's like such a game changer to me that I really hope in the next decade, this is what I would implore all y'all to do, is let's get the government to wake up to just the amazing gift that we have that is still innovation in the US economy. I worry that we will lose our competitiveness and that the world is just like, we need to, celebrate this innovation. Like CNN and all these, news companies only get like paid by doing bad news. Like, watch the news. It's all negative. Like, I think we should have a lot more positive headlines and a lot more stuff like this should be a day where not just Tesla fans are celebrating, but like everyone's celebrating that. Like, and for once, it's not an oil company or some company just building software that's the number one company in the world. It's the company with a mission to make the world greener and to make our transportation system better. That's the company that just hit $1 trillion. That's the new big, dog in town. That's the new thing, is this company that's actually building a brighter world for us. And that never happens. And so, okay. Reforestation. This is one of the most epic concepts that I think needs to happen. Like, we're just expanding, like just taking over all of the natural world with like our paved roads and stuff. Okay, actually, that's another hot take, but I think reforestation is something I'm super passionate about. We should need to immediately stop just mining and ruining the world for fossil fuels and natural resources and start going towards a world where we reforest it, we renaturify at least part of it. I think that's super exciting. Goodbye Ice Age. Yeah, I love the goodbye Ice Age. Companies with lots of cash make acquisitions, factories in space, transport vehicles between space stations, biggest bubble in history. Wow, we're getting some great chats here. I definitely don't think this is the biggest bubble in history. Foresting Mars to create an atmosphere with Tesla bots. So this is another use case, and now we're gonna get out here too, but so when we go to Mars, boring, repetitive, automated tasks, there's going to be a lot of those on Mars. And so the Tesla bot, I think, is going to be a game changer for colonizing Mars. Like, it almost seems like we were going to colonize Mars with humans. Like, that seems ridiculous when you think about it. And now the fact that we're going to have the Tesla bot colonizing Mars is going to be awesome. Ooh, whoops. Gally, you missed one big part of the Tesla growth story, did I? Tesla selling coffee and robo-taxis, rip Starbucks. Yeah. So, well, we can talk about FSD because I think FSD is a real game changer in just the way that so Apple, Amazon, besides doing the smart glasses thing, they're all trying to do FSD as much as possible because this is the biggest next computing platform. So remember when I said that Tesla's going to take a slice out of Apple with all the smartphone robotaxi stuff? Well, the game changer there is that once autonomy happens, the amount of ways that Tesla cuts into what Apple's doing grows exponentially, because they're DoorDash, I don't even know. They're like $100 billion company. Uber's like you have hundreds of billions of market cap companies of just companies that just deliver stuff to you. So Teslas can do that better. So once you have like a smartphone on wheels is a lot more impractical in some ways than a smartphone without wheels, but it's also a lot more practical than a smartphone with wheels in some way because, or without wheels, because it can actually go there and do stuff for you. My iPhone can't go and do stuff for me. It just like tells me what to do, right? It's like, or it tells somebody else what to do for me. But my Tesla could actually do that stuff for me. It could actually go there and pick it up for me. So when I think about that sort of stuff, it's crazy. Tesla AI drones, human longevity. Wow. Terraforming. Okay, we're getting some good moonshots here in the comments. Bubbles burst versus value creation. So I think it is important to remember that stocks can't go up forever. Like, look at this chart. Like Tesla's, kind of exploding here, going crazy. It's been a hell of a run. It's not going to go up forever. We're going to have moments where it pulls back. But in the long run, the stock market's it's a weighing machine, right? In the short term, it's a voting machine. Long term, it's a weighing machine. What's it weighing, right? It's weighing the value. You can vote on the value, and it can go, vary from the true value, but the weight of the value will always return. It's the first principles of finance. And this is one of the reasons I love stocks. We're about to hit 1,030. Let's go. That I love stocks in the stock market is, oh man, there's such a it's just such a fascinating, mental challenge and question of what is the true fundamental value of Tesla? And this is a good place to end it maybe. What is the true value of Tesla? What is Tesla actually worth? If I had to crunch numbers, if I had to sell today, what would I sell Tesla at? Knowing they have all this future, knowing they have all this growth, knowing a lot of it's priced in, knowing some of it's not priced in. What would I sell Tesla at? You can leave me in the comments. I got to think about this for a sec. I would probably start to sell Tesla today, at today's value. And so the weight of Tesla, the intrinsic value of Tesla keeps going up, right? The stock price is going up, so is the intrinsic value. So every day that goes on, my price of which I will sell Tesla at goes higher because the fundamentals of Tesla, what Tesla is, the weight of the entity that is Tesla is expanding. So it's like the Big Bang or whatever, right? It just keeps going. So not really, but kind of. So I think right now it's at about 2 to 3 trillion is where I'm this is ridiculous for what we are today. There's 5 years at least priced in. I'm selling a little bit unless they get autonomy. So that's the problem with autonomy is that it's such a big X factor, this robotaxi thing, that it could provide so many. And this is why Cathie Wood's saying there's still a triple in stock, and Elon's there could still be a triple in stock. There's so much potential upside of Tesla hitting $1 trillion or a multi-trillion-dollar robotaxi just jackpot, that how do you sell? I have FSD beta. I know how amazing this is. I don't know. Tesla is the voluntary carbon credit market, carbon streaming, mining royalties, but sequestering carbon. That's interesting. If we paid companies, I think Tesla should be getting a huge tax incentive because of all the good it's doing for the planet. I kind of think that's where you're going with that super chat, but I like the 4,206.90. I like that as my price target of where I'd sell today. Tomorrow, that number goes up a little. The next day, the number goes up a little. But right now, I say 3,000 to 4,000 a share. I would start selling, maybe even a little before that. So that's important to remember. If you're a new investor, nothing goes up in a straight line. You got to buy for the long term. You got to crunch the numbers. Tesla's already one of the largest companies in the world. A lot of success is priced in. They're already priced in to sell 5 million cars a year, probably, at least. So if they get to 4 million, that's still a quadruple. That's still awesome. You're still going to see way more Teslas than ever, but the equity price might go down because they didn't do that as fast as the market wanted. So I know that's probably repetitive and just not helpful for a lot of people, but I think it's so important to remember that Tesla, it can't go up in a straight line, and you're buying at a price. You're not buying at 1,030. You're buying at 1.1 trillion. That's the market cap of Tesla. Crunch the numbers as to why you think that the value of what you're buying is worth more than 1.1 trillion today. If you don't have the math behind that, then you're just gambling. So yes, it's fun to gamble on a company you love that you think has a bright future, but there's a price. It's so important. We can't forget that. There has to be a price to it. So then you talk about Tesla selling 4680 battery cells to other companies, selling autonomy software to other companies. The operating system for the energy of all the vehicles on the planet, the operating system for the driving of all these vehicles on the planet, $10,000 per car at 90,000 a car, or 90 million cars. Or at 2 billion cars. It's incredible. So, wow, I'm getting tired, honestly. This has been insane. I'm like, wow, we just did all of Tesla's schemes. What else are we scheming on here? What else? What did I miss anything? I think the Cyber Home, that's a Tesla product that I think is really cool. Like Tesla building its own. Should we see if we can find a cool picture of that? That'll be fun, right? I love the cyber design and the ATV. Ooh, okay. So this is a part for me to end it. Or wait, not the Cyber Home. I think Tesla, one of their biggest weaknesses is that they rely on cars. So I just went to New Orleans and they had on the road, there's like the tile that say the street name, and it looks beautiful. It's like this little like old school kind of like French looking tile that says the street names on the corner. It's on the sidewalk. It looks beautiful. And then I'm walking around New Orleans and I'm like, wow, like why is it? I just love the vibe here. And it's because here in Seattle, there's these poles. We have metal poles that stand up. And I'm like, Julian, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, why do we have metal poles? Let's put our street signs on the floor like this. And then he's like, well, how would cars know where to go, bro? And I'm like, God damn it. Another reason I hate cars. So cars, the amount of our cities, if aliens are looking at us now, they would think cars are the kings because everything we do is designed around the car. The entire way we build cities is around the car. The entire way we design our roads, where we walk every day, have these in Seattle, the most ugly metal poles I've ever seen that stick out of the ground with a green sign on them that is like the most ugly. They all look the same. They don't have any good design and it's hideous. It's like, why do we allow these things to happen? So first of all, when you have self-driving cars, you won't need to have those road signs. So that'll be great. But I think the biggest threat to Tesla, the biggest reason why I would feel guilty about investing in Tesla is because I'm worried they're not focused enough on changing what a city is. I think this is a huge opportunity. We think about the next 50 years as humans. I think LA, we're going to look at LA as just this model of what not to do. And almost every city in the US. And I think the US is guilty of a lot of this. Car companies are lobbying for politicians to get cities built like this. Like, why do we build cities so they're not walkable? This is why Manhattan to me is one of the most amazing cities in the whole world. You can walk anywhere. It's close. It's beautiful. It's vibrant. There's community. It brings people together. Like we're not all in these tiny little boxes, which we need out of our fossil fuel thing to drive around to. So I know I'm going a little off topic here, but when you think deeply, profoundly about what Tesla is, how they will succeed, one thing I really hope is that they change the trajectory of what a car is, and they also get a smaller form factor mobility device and say, in a lot of neighborhoods, we shouldn't have roads. We should have smaller devices that get us around. Like, and obviously I'm biased. I'm on the board of Arcimoto, which is, a smaller form factor EV company, which I think is amazing. And I love that idea. So, I really think deep down when I'm trying to like think about how do we change the future to be what we want to benefit humans the best? I think we need to, cars are amazing for getting us long distances and between cities and around the edges of cities, but we need a different way to plan our cities that's not around cars. And so when I think about the biggest threat to Tesla or something that kind of I'm not jiving with, it's how do we address that? How do we, I think Tesla should build a city. Should build a new city from the ground up with new buildings that are all sustainable and there's been a bunch of projects like this in the future, but I think that would be so inspiring. And it would be like cars go around the outside and then you have is it a Tesla e-bike? Is it a bit, I just think, look at India, what's poised to be the most populated country on the planet. They're selling way more of three-wheel vehicles and micro utility stuff and scooters than they are of cars because they're just too crowded. So I don't know. I don't know, have I lost all y'all on this? But solar panels on highways. Okay, now we're going to get into more fun Tesla stuff. I mean, wow. Look at this. So I think Tesla should get into the building business, building buildings business, right? Like, look at how cool this is. The post-apocalypse Cybertruck bunker. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. Ooh, I like y'all are talking about the cities. That makes me stoked. But I mean, I think Tesla could get into the buildings business. So another way to think about the valuation of Tesla, like my two biggest obsessions, right? Much love from Hawaii, is Bitcoin and Tesla. Those are the things I think are just, I can't stop thinking about them. They're just going to change the world more than any other two technologies that I can think of. Cryptocurrency. Although I like Elon's quotes about crypto. It's like, money's money. Like, I get hyped about money because I'm a finance nerd. You know, I'm like, ooh, dollars, Bitcoin. This is a good moment in financial history. Like, I'm just nerding out on it. But it's like, does it matter as much as Tesla building new stuff? No. Like, does it matter as much as companies building like a new food system, as reforestation, as going to space? Like, no, like money is just the way to store value over time. You know, and I just think, you know, and what I actually love, a quote from Elon, this is maybe a good thing to throw in there. It's a little off topic, but is, time is the ultimate currency or something like that. I think about that so much. Like, you know, if you're watching this and you just became a Tesla millionaire, you should do something big with your life. Like, don't keep investing. Don't just keep watching numbers on a screen go up. I know that's ironic for me to say that, but still, like, I just think there's so much to do in life that's beyond just investing in companies. And you are already richer than Warren Buffett. You think Elon's the richest person in the world right now? It's probably you if you're under 30, because you're a billionaire in seconds. And so I think that is such an important concept to remember. Like, when you're old, if you're a billionaire and you're 80 years old, Warren Buffett would trade his entire life and his entire fortune to be you. So remember that. And I think that's something that's super hard to appreciate, but just some wisdom I'm trying to drop on y'all for all you new millionaires out there with Tesla stock who can quit your job. You are not rich because you have Tesla stock. You're rich because you just bought yourself time. And so what are you going to do with that time? And when you look back on your life, you'll be like, did I waste that time? All I wish is that I had more time. All rich people do is spend money to get more time. It's you already, and so stop spending your time to get more money when you already have what you're trying to get, which is time. And so Elon just tweeted. What did Elon tweet? Should we check the Elon tweet? But yeah, so I don't know. Did we get a good Elon tweet? Wild times. Yeah. Wild T1 times. Wow. I mean, this is crazy, bro. The fact that Elon, like, I don't know. This is just nuts. I'm still processing all of this. Super chat about some NFT project. But yeah, so long story short, let's wrap. Oh, market just closed. So let's wrap this up. Tesla stock, what are we at here? Tesla stock in the close of over $1,000. We hit $1 trillion today. Let's see how much it's up for the day. Tesla stock up 12.66%. Thank you, Edgars, for the super chat. Tesla now worth $1 trillion, one of the most valuable companies on the world. The stock, Hertz just ordered 100,000 Model 3s. Literally the end of the ice age. I'm marking it right now. The ice age is over. The green revolution is here. Like, this is about to be the greatest next decade for innovation in the transportation industry that we've ever seen. And we're making it more sustainable. This is epic. So I don't know. I think we will have a correction eventually. The stock can't go up forever, but I think at the end of the day, yes, the stock's maybe a little bit ahead of itself right now. It's a little bit overvalued and just on exuberance and momentum, but deep down, there is a big shift here. I think eventually Tesla will build into this value. They will justify a higher value, but it will take a long time. So I just think it's important to keep that in mind. Nothing goes up in a straight line, but this has got to be a moment. Like, this is a moment where we step back and be like, all right, we can celebrate. Tesla stock's gone up 20x since nobody believed in it, since, you know, all the haters said Tesla would fail. It changed the world. Everybody who believed in it made a huge amount of money. Like, I think that's something y'all should just celebrate. If you had the conviction, because it took conviction to go through all the haters, to believe in Tesla, to hold your stock through 20x upside because you know this is going to change the world and be worth trillions. That's people will say they can do that. Actually holding the stock all the way and having that conviction is incredible. So if you were able to do that, major props. And if you're not, and if you're just joining the Tesla scheme right now, there'll always be another train through this station. Things like this will happen again, although this is kind of a once in a multi-decade thing. But you got the conviction to hold Tesla. The reason why you made 20x on Tesla is because you believed it was going to a trillion when no one else did. When the status quo was Tesla will fail. When you have to believe that something that no one else does for you to make a lot of money in financial markets. And so that's something that's super important to consider. When you take a step back now and say be greedy when others are fearful, but be fearful when others are greedy. I would argue we're much closer to the greedy pendulum than fearful on Tesla right now. So that's, it's easy to get hyped on Tesla now when it's going up every day and they're making a bunch of money. It's not easy to get hyped on them when they're losing a bunch of money. All the press is that, they suck and that they're going to die. That's when you made all the money on Tesla stock. So when you're trying to find the next Tesla, you got to remember that. Yeah. And so Elon Musk is the GOAT, 3 trillion 2025. I think that's fair. And, you can make 15 or 20% a year holding on to it. Hertz, I mean, good for Hertz, but it's like eventually Tesla will operate them all. Okay. So any last comments before we go? I think the biggest reason I'm holding on to Tesla stock right now is I think energy is big. I think cars have a 5 to 10 year runway of just absolutely blowing it out of the water, getting increasing margins, expanding like crazy, more cars produced every quarter, more profit per car every quarter. That's the fundamental weighing machine that is driving Tesla stock higher. You have energy manifesting in the background. You have the layer of FSD optionality adding trillion. Then you have Tesla Bot, the next arc beyond that. And then you have the Tesla HVAC home that they build. You have the Tesla van. You have the robotaxi. You have all of this stuff going. Invest in the future you believe in. I still believe Tesla's in inning 2 of changing the world. And maybe the stock is in inning 4. I think this is the great place to end it because this is the best analogy I can think of. The stock is pricing in inning 4. We're in inning 2, but I think this is a 9-inning game. And so that's where we're at. We still might be in inning 1 of what Tesla's doing because it's just, they only have like 3 cars out. So anyway, I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've got an epic Tesla presentation coming up about the next wave of Tesla stock, putting everything I said in this live stream into something much more compact and with cooler pictures. But yeah, if we have anything else here, the Bitcoin analogy. I forgot to say that. Bitcoin and crypto is worth a couple $1 trillion. Tesla's only worth $1 trillion. Bitcoin's worth over $1 trillion. Bitcoin's just a way to move money. Tesla's actually changing it. What do you want to buy with Bitcoin? Tesla products, Tesla homes, Tesla cars, Tesla trucks. So when I think about the value of what Tesla is compared to what Bitcoin is, and that I love both of them, I'm like, damn, like Tesla might be cheap at $1 trillion. When you think where all this is going and the value of the technology they actually have, Tesla might be cheap at $1 trillion. So, all right. Love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the super chats. Shout out to our Patreons. And yeah, the Hertz ad, man, I'm like, I don't want to end the live stream because there's so much going on. I didn't sip my Tesla tequila yet, but I hope y'all sip your Tesla tequila. It's just too early for me. I'll probably have some tonight though. But love y'all. SpaceX next, right? What's up with the SpaceX IPO, right? Can we get that, Elon? Tesla cryptocurrency. Man, there's so many good schemes here. All right. Anyway, I'm signing off. Love y'all. Peace.